I didn't think I would be making a part 2 to this video of kid that tries to be cool, but he's still trying to be cool, which is really making me annoyed. So me and my friend Didi and his other friends, so we walked up to the kid, and so they were just like, they watched my videos, him and mainly him, but then his brother also watches my videos, and then he just talked about with his friend about how it's not fair, not nice to choke somebody just because they joke around. And then he's like, so I walked into school, they're just all over by the kid who tries to be cool and by the swings, and then he's like, they're all just like talking to him, and then like him and his friend were like, he apologized, so that makes it okay. I'm like, no, that doesn't make it okay to apologize by choking somebody. You don't go and stab somebody and say, oh, it was an accident, I was just very angry at you, so I just decided to stab you. No, you shouldn't do that. And so this kid would just be annoying today. He was just annoying. I'm recording this on the same day that this happened. And so he was just the most annoying kid ever today. He would always be like, I apologize. He's just like, I apologize so many times to you. I'm like, apologizing will not cut it. I will need a handwritten apology from God to be friends with you again, or even let that behind. And then he walked away all like sad, and then like my friend and his other friends started walking towards him. And they were just gonna ask him questions, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I wasn't there, so yeah. And he walked back, and like I was still like, Choker. That's his super villain name now, Choker. He just chokes people whenever you joke around with him. He was just an idiot. And like once we were into the beginning of school, we started going to class, and I started to talk to him and his friend. I'm like, so if you choke somebody, you get arrested. You don't just go and say, oh, it was an accident, so that means that it's okay. No, you're not gonna get unarrested for that. You're not gonna get let out of prison from saying, oh, it was an accident. No, if you kill somebody, and you say it was an accident, they're not gonna do anything about that. They're literally just gonna let you still be in prison. They're not gonna listen. And then like his friend's like, nobody didn't get thrown in prison. I'm like, you can't get away with stuff like that in the real world. You can't do that. You can't just say, oh, it was an accident, so we're automatically cool, and say, oh, so it's perfectly fine to choke somebody, just as long as you apologize afterwards. No, that's not how it works. If you literally think that, then you need some help, probably. Because you shouldn't be thinking that. If you're thinking that, then you really need to learn that you can't do stuff like that. He was literally acting like a child. He's like, no, if I say I'm sorry, then it's perfectly fine. He was just such an idiot. And then like, guess what? So since his girlfriend broke up with him for his friend, which I'm surprised that he hasn't just left his friend. And so like he was literally like, so like some guy was also talking to him, and like he's like, you basically dated a guy with your girlfriend because you kind of acted like a guy. And like he was like, no, but I don't love her anymore. I'm like, says the guy who literally just like a couple months ago said, I still love you to her multiple times. And like I was just sitting there up on the slide, and then like I was just like standing there, and then just like the guy, and then like the kid that tries to be cool was like, do you mind stop being gay? I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gay. Okay, I never thought that just standing in one position automatically equaled gay. I never knew that, and I really never knew that. I never knew that. And then, so like the kid who was talking, like he basically dated a girl. I was like, he kind of was on my side. It was like, so you basically kind of dated a girl with that. You basically dated a guy. You were dating a girl because she acted like a guy. And like, I'm like, That's not, if I'm just standing there, that's not gay. If you're just standing there, that means you're just standing there. Weirdo. And so this will end it up here. I will make any parts to this series, to this so-called series, if this kid tries to do anything funny anymore. But we only have 1 day of school left until I move to a different school, which I'm gonna be sad to miss my friends. But price to pay to get away from a dweeb who literally tries to act cool by saying that he smokes so much, that he's done so many drugs. And so I'm just gonna have a basic replay of all the things. So right now I'm just gonna say all the stuff that he said. So first of all, he choked me. He said that he's done a whole lot of drugs and he drinks, and that he's had a dead girlfriend. He's made out with said dead girlfriend's best friend, which I highly doubt any of that happened. And then he says that choking's okay if you apologize, that he can kind of get away with it in real life if you just apologize. And then he basically says that's gay when you're just standing there. And then just literally, yeah. And then he literally says, "I still love you" to his ex-girlfriend, which literally broke up with him because he was kind of too much of a jerk. And so that happened, and he said, I still love you every single day to her. Then whenever you go over and talk to him by saying something like joking around, he will completely say F off, the actual F word, just F off, and probably flip you off, like he did to me, so I know how much of a jerk he is. And then when you say, hey, you're being sort of a jerk, and then he'll walk away all sad, and then when he comes back, he's like, why you guys always double ganging me? Okay, so that's a brief description of what he's done. I will see all you Lego friends later, and bye.